Hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. Since my first daughter is now in Australia learning how to drive at a vocational school, and then later on she will seek a job in Australia. So let's find out how to find a job in Australia. What kind of restrictions are there for foreigners? And also, let's focus on the exact pronunciation and grammatical points. And also, let's try to learn the new expressions, cliches, idioms right there on the spot while reading this material. By the way, I've never read this article before, and my take on this article is for purely academic purposes. So here we go. Seek career advice. So this one is from seek.com.au. Want to live and work in Australia? 10 most common questions answered. It's not always easy locating the information you need about how to find a job in Australia, applying for the right visa, and who can help you find work once you have your legal documentation finalized. We answer 10 common questions about working in Australia. What do I need in order to work in Australia? Before you travel to Australia, you need to make sure you have the right visa. If you are coming to work, it's important to have the visa that matches the kind of work you will be doing. There are over 30 visa options for people wanting to work in Australia. Okay, 30 visa options, a lot. It may be possible to get a work visa if you are a skilled worker, a person participating in specific activities, or a working holidaymaker, a highly specialized worker, a short-term trainee, a successful business person, an investor, working in Australia's offshore oil and gas industry. Do I need a sponsor? It's not always necessary to have a sponsor, but sometimes having a sponsor can help your chances of getting a visa. There are two ways of getting sponsorship. You can find a sponsor yourself, or you can put in an expression of interest EOI using Skills Select. Completing an expression of interest EOI on Skills Select is not the same as completing a visa application. It just means that you can be found and nominated for the Australian visa by employers. There is no fee for creating or submitting an expression of interest in Skills Select. There are two ways of getting sponsorship. You can find a sponsor yourself, or you can put in an expression of interest using Skills Select. How long can it take to get work in Australia? Finding the right job can take a long time and is by no means guaranteed. It's not uncommon for eligible job seekers to be looking for a job for several months. When you apply for a visa, you will be told the average processing time it takes to find out if you have been successful or not. The number of applications, seasonal peaks, and complex cases all impact on processing times. If you can, lodging your application online is recommended, as this is likely to streamline the processing of your visa. What visa do I need to work in Australia? There are many different visas available to overseas workers. The best place to start is the Australian Department of Immigration. You can use the Visa Finder to explore your visa options. The visa that you need to work in Australia depends on how long you want to stay, and the kind of work you will be doing. It's likely that you will need to meet particular criteria, such as showing that you have a certain amount of money, that you have specific skills, qualifications, and proficiency in English. Will there be restrictions on my visa? Particular visas can regulate the type of work you can perform and or the number of hours that you can work. So the number of hours also is counted in calculation or eligibility of your visa, work permit. Australian citizens, permanent residents, and New Zealand nationals holding special category subclass 444 visas are the only people who have an unrestricted right to work in Australia. New Zealand nationals. It's important to know the rules for your visa. You can check your details and conditions with Visa Entitlement Verification Online Vivo. This will tell you your visa's expiry date, how long you can stay, and what you can and can't do on your visa. Is the visa process expensive? The visa process can be very expensive. Some visas are free, some cost a few $100s, and others are several $1,000s. The cost depends on the specific visa you are applying for. What does right to work in Australia mean? To work legally in Australia, you need evidence of your right to work. This can be a visa, evidence of permanent visa, evidence of permanent resident status, an Australian or New Zealand passport, Australian birth certificate, or a certificate of Australian citizenship. Australian birth certificate or a certificate of Australian citizenship. How can Seek help you find work in Australia? Seek is a website that houses available jobs in Australia and other helpful career-related tools, but Seek can't help you with information on visas or securing the right visa. Once your visa and legal documentation has been finalized, Seek can help you search for jobs, assist you with career advice and guidance, help you get your Seek profile set up so that when you are legally able to work in Australia, you will be ready to go. Once I am working in Australia, what are my rights? It doesn't matter which country you come from or your visa status. Everyone employed in Australia has the same rights and protections at work. Your employer must follow workplace and immigration laws. This includes paying you the right rate for all the hours you have worked. Pay rates for all the hours you have worked. Pay rates are set by Australian law and can't be taken away. In making sure you have a safe place to work, workplace and immigration laws. Those are workplace and immigration laws, and paying the right rate. Pay rates are set by Australian law. Pay rates are set by Australian law. Trent Hancock, the principal lawyer at employment law firm Joel Hancock, says, the most important thing for international workers to know is that ordinarily they will have the same employment rights as everyone else in Australia. This includes, among other things, the right to receive a minimum wage protection from unfair dismissal, and freedom from workplace discrimination. The right to receive a minimum wage, protection from unfair dismissal, and freedom from workplace discrimination. Workplace discrimination. Freedom from workplace discrimination. Protection from unfair dismissal. The right to receive the same minimum wage. Where can I go for more about the visa? More information about visas. International workers can seek advice and assistance from the Department of Home Affairs, the Fair Work Commission, or the Fair Work Ombudsman. If you are looking for visa advice and immigration assistance, you can get help from an immigration agent. Visit the Department of Home Affairs to access the Register of Migration Agents. Browse top search terms on Seek. Did you know many candidates preparing a resume also research their industry? By exploring top search terms, select an industry to uncover the top search terms, all industries. Work from home, administration, retail, casual, registered nurse, no experience, part-time, electrician, truck driver, chef, receptionist, manager, FIFO. What is FIFO? Disability support worker, customer service, warehouse, project manager, driver, laborer, night shift. Yeah, I would be interested in the information and communication technology. Project manager, business analyst, entry level manager, program manager, IT support, visa sponsorship, junior, graduate IT manager, work from home, remote, data.net, service delivery manager, IT, cyber security, security test, and architect. Interesting. Let's go to banking, advertising, arts, media, communication, community services, development, construction, consulting, strategy, design, architecture, education, training, engineering, farming animals, conservation, government, and defense. Project manager, administration manager, work from home, customer service, part-time director, finance, property, government project, entry-level, engineer, operations manager, document, policy, legal, investigator, project manager, social worker. So this article was from Seek.com, and I find the information very good, easy to read, and easy to understand. And before I close today's reading session, I would like to go over the key expressions that came to my mind. Once your legal documentation finalized, protection from unfair dismissal, freedom from workplace discrimination, and the right to a minimum wage. Pay rates are protected by Australian law. Seek.com, visas, abundant. What else? Before I go, skilled workers, working holiday maker, or working holiday maker, not working holiday worker, or working holiday student is a working holiday maker, right? EOI, expression of interest, skill select, jobs, visa finder, restrictions, expensive, very expensive. Seek, Australia, employer visas from under the same law. Well, this article was easy and quite informational. Thanks to you, Seek.com AU. Take care. Bye-bye.